Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Cameron Reynolds, and today I'm going to be talking about something I've been doing ever since I was about 2 years old. And that's fishing and being out in the outdoors. I've been doing it forever, ever since I was about 2 to 3 years old. I've been freshwater fishing, caught bass, perch, sunfish, bluegill. Even went upstate to New York and caught some salmon and some steelhead. Also been to the Caribbean and a lot of other places. I love to fish and I love to talk about it, and I'm always trying to find new ways to enjoy it, to learn new methods, and then hopefully pass it on to somebody else. But ever since I've been so caught up in sports and school, I haven't had the time to enjoy my hobby, my passion, whatever you want to call it. But I've also been talking to numerous fishermen and outdoorsmen, and I've done some research, and I believe I found a very cool way to improve time on and near the water. I believe the use of the mothership idea developed through ecotourism is one of the ways to solve this problem. So let me explore and explain this way to you in my own way. I believe you'll find it intriguing and very useful. The World Conservation Union and Ecotourism America.com defines ecotourism as the form of environmental responsibility for tourists that involve travel, visitation into relatively undisturbed natural areas with the object of enjoying it, also admiring it, and even studying nature, as well as any cultural aspects, which promotes conservation and has a low impact on the environment and culture. Ecotourism seems to have a good deal of appeal to those concerned about the environment. The idea is that responsible ecotourism lessens the negative impact that regulates tourism on the environment and the negative impacts to locals, according to the Wikipedia.org's article on ecotourism. There are critics and there is some controversy in the literature on whether or not ecotourism is really a low impact form of tourism. But that's a story for another day. Over the last 20 years, ecotourism has created a number of travel firsts. The one I want to focus on today is the use of the mothership as a lodge and base for the vacation tourists and adventurers. But before I even get into that, I'm going to show you guys a quick PowerPoint on some pictures and some descriptions on ecotourism. So in this slide, you see some people kayaking. Originally, the kayaks are on the mothership, and the mothership has kayaks, jet skis, smaller boats, tugboats, and also banana boats and so on. Here's an example of a mothership and some kayakers leaving the mothership. Right here, they're leaving to go on an adventure right now for a couple hours, and what they'll do is they'll go out about 40 to 50 miles out in the ocean, bay, wherever they are, and a guide will take them and they will go fishing, snorkeling, you name it, every kind of water activity. And right here you see a helicopter. As you see, there's a helicopter right here. And what they do is they have a helicopter base, and they'll take some tourists and fly fishermen and any other kind of fishermen that want to go on the rivers and go for trout, steelhead, salmon, and etc. Here's a picture of a guy right here catching a nice sized brown trout. The great thing about motherships is if you're not really good at finding places to go fishing, or you're not really good on your navigation, they have experts and they have trained professionals that'll take you to the areas around. Most of the people that end up working there are locals and possibly other people that come in with numerous years of experience. Recently, there's been mothership day trips for kayakers that want to fish offshore. In a recent article by Rick Burnley in the month's Saltwater Sportsman, There are a number of charters in Hatteras, North Carolina, who take kayakers out to fish the Gulf Stream. The kayakers are taken by sport fishing powerboats 40 to 50 miles out where they board kayaks. Charters hang out, check their fish finders to help the kayakers find fish and to store their catch. At the end of the day, they return to shore with whatever catches they have, whatever souvenirs they found scuba diving or fishing or whatever they want to do out there. But without the motherships, kayakers would only be able to fish inshore. So if kayaking is your thing, this would be for you. Mothership ecotourism seems to have benefits for local environments. It helps minimize spoiling local environments that might occur when land is cleared to build lodges, campsites, and restaurants. Since fishing in many remote areas is based on a catch and release policy, it seems like, honestly, a win-win situation for everyone. Ecotourism with and without motherships has continued to see a lot of growth in recent years and is now a major industry in a number of developing countries. Some important examples are Costa Rica, Nepal, Kenya, Madagascar, and a number of others that earn a significant portion of their national income from ecotourism. There are even efforts to create international accreditation programs to improve the public image of environmental tourism, as stated in an article on ecotourism in wikipedia.org. In conclusion, there are many environmental advantages and benefits of ecotourism in most areas where they operate. I'm particularly excited by the idea of the mothership option, which permits one to fish and or nature watching in an untouched environment with lower travel hassles, greater time to do a target activity, plus having a low environmental impact. It seems there are many operators who try to respect local communities and their natural environments that make this a positive step forward, who love the outdoors, nature watching, fishing nuts like myself. And that is all. Thank you.